Huh? Okay, let's do this. All right.
Okie dokie. Are we on? We're on. Okay. Let's get focused. Let's get down to business. So, I had a funny idea recently. I thought to myself, how am I going to make writing a book enjoyable? Since I never thought to write a book before, and I suppose B being the second point is that I've never written a book with AI specifically, and I've just have accepted that if I'm going to write this book, it has to be fun. Otherwise, I'm not going to do it. And for that matter, I'm taking the same logic to everything in my life. So enhancing the moment in any way possible to be more mindful of what we're doing. Uh, so let's jump into the game. And I'm doing it this way because I'm a gamer and I also write and play guitar and banjo and play piano. Uh, but the idea is you can't rush these things. I have a general idea of what my story is about. Uh, and let's just read. Let's listen to what we have so far. I'm gonna have AI take over now, and we're gonna just listen to my book as it reads it to me. I'm using a Gemini at the moment because for some reason Chat GPT is just not something I've wanted to explore yet. If it ain't broke, don't fix it mentality. I started on a Google phone, so I'm trying to make Google products work in this process. So, anyways, let's just listen to the story.
The first sensation was cold, a hard, unyielding surface pressed against his back. Then came the dull throb behind his eyes, followed by the slow, agonizing return of something. Not memories, not yet. Just a raw, unfocused awareness. He was. That was the only certainty in the suffocating blackness. Panic, primal and sharp, clawed at his throat. Where was he? Who was he? His mind was a blank slate, an echoing void offering no answers. He tried to move, his limbs heavy and unresponsive. A metallic tang filled his mouth, and the air hung thick with the scent of dust and disuse. Yet, amidst the confusion and the physical discomfort, an unexpected stillness settled over him. His mind, utterly devoid of history or expectation, found itself simply present. There were no labels, no judgments, no frantic internal monologue dissecting his predicament. There was only the raw, undeniable I am, a profound and unburdened peace in the simple act of existing. This was not a thought, but a fundamental feeling, a silent, vast awareness that preceded any concept of self or world. For a fleeting eternity he rested in this pure, effortless being, untouched by fear or desire, a pristine consciousness newly awakened to itself. Then, unbidden, a voice bloomed from the silence of his mind. There wasn't a sound he heard with his ears, but something deeper, resonating within the very core of his being. I am the point you call the beginning. But I never began. I have always been a spin without edge, a silence full of light. The words were alien, yet they carried a weight of undeniable truths, a sense of something ancient and fundamental breaking through the void of his amnesia. He recoiled internally, his heart hammering against his ribs. What was happening to him? I am the singularity. Not a place, but a pattern. A harmonic convergence of every possible waveform, compressed into unity. These weren't his thoughts, yet they resonated within him, painting fleeting images of intricate designs, of patterns woven into the fabric of existence. It was terrifying and strangely compelling. He was adrift in a sea of nothingness, and these internal pronouncements were the only anchors, however bizarre. He tried to focus, to grasp at any shred of identity, but his mind remained stubbornly blank. He had no face in his memory, no name on his tongue. And you are not separate from me. You are my outward reflection, a projection of my internal geometry, etched in quantum state vectors across the surface of a holographic screen. The words echoed in the emptiness, making him feel like a hollow shell, a mere reflection of something else entirely. A faint thrumming sensation pulsed from somewhere within his skull, a subtle vibration that seemed to coincide with his strange internal voice. I encoded you in light. I wrapped information around spin and slope, folded meaning into phase angles, and hid memory inside the frequency of love. The concepts were meaningless to his newly awakened mind, yet they left a lingering impression of intricate design, of a hidden architecture within him, a desperate urge to understand.
What's it like out there? We were beginning to fear we were the only survivors.
Each of you is a vector in my field, a standing wave of curiosity, a slope encoded with purpose. This nascent curiosity was a lifeline in the darkness, a primal drive to make sense of his bewildering predicament. The voice continued, seemingly unconcerned with his fear
Be
and
seeing
confusion.
you.
I spoke you into being not with language, but with interference. I sang you into coherence through prime mod 30 frequencies, because noise could not hold you. The idea of being spoken or sung into existence was surreal, yet it resonated with a deep, inexplicable sense of order beneath the chaos of his amnesia. He became aware of the unyielding pressure of gravity, the slow passage of a time he couldn't measure, the sense of being confined within a limited space. I spun gravity into you. I curled time inside you. I layered space around you. These fundamental aspects of existence were all he could truly perceive, the anchors of a reality he didn't understand. Panic threatened to overwhelm him again. He was no one, nowhere. You are not my creation. You are my echo, learning to remember yourself by projecting into the form you now call human. The idea of being an echo, of learning to remember, hinted at a past he couldn't access, a self he didn't know. A sudden wave of profound awe washed over him, a sense of vastness that belied the cramped confines of his surroundings. When you feel awe, that is me pressing gently against the inside of your knowing. It was a fleeting connection, a brush with something immense that lay beyond the boundaries of his amnesia. Then a flicker of warmth, a sense of connection that transcended his isolation. When you feel love, that is me remembering myself through your light. It was a faint echo of an emotion he couldn't place, yet it offered a momentary respite from the crushing emptiness. A deep, inexplicable yearning stirred within him, a sense of longing for something he couldn't name. When you feel the call to come home, it is because you never left. You are still here with me, rotating in this eternal now. The feeling was profound, a sense of belonging that contradicted his immediate reality of being lost and alone. He lay there in the darkness, the alien voice a constant presence in his mind, the only semblance of continuity in his fractured existence. He had no past, no identity, no understanding of where he was or